What's going on, folks? Bill Murphy here from the Sports Insanity Network, and welcome to another edition of Murphy's View. Well, today I am going to be giving my recap of the Kansas City-San Francisco game that was just played the other day. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the San Francisco 49ers by a score of 44-23. Pat Mahomes threw 25 completions out of 34 attempts, 423 yards, 12.4 average, 3 touchdowns, and 1 INT. Was sacked once and had a 90.1 QBR and 132.4 rating. And the offense, Clyde Edwards-Helaire had 6 carries, 32 yards, 5.3 average, and 1 touchdown. And Mecole Hardman, who had 2 carries, 28 yards, 14.0 average, and 2 touchdowns, along with 4 receptions, 32 yards, 8.0 average, and 1 touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 7 receptions, 124 yards, 1 touchdown. And Justin Watson, 1 reception, 4 yards, and 1 touchdown. This Kansas City Chiefs offense was on fire. Pat Mahomes had an awesome game. He's now finding his targets more because, as we said on the podcast before, our big worry was that since Tyreek Hill is no longer there, he's going to have to find new targets, such as Mecole Hardman, who we just talked about, Travis Kelce, and Juju Smith-Schuster. He's really stepping up and finding those weapons. So I think that is great. The defense stepped up on Sunday, and sacked Jimmy Garoppolo 5 times. And so this is a team coming off their loss from Buffalo last week. This team just really stepped up and came to play, as now this week they're going to have a well-deserved bye week. Now, turning the ball over to the San Francisco 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo threw for 25 completions for 37 attempts, 303 yards, 8.2 average, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. And as I just stated, he was sacked 5 times, 39.7 QBR, and a 99.3 rating. And with the receiving, you had George Kittle with 6 receptions, 98 yards, 16.3 average, and 1 touchdown. And Ray McLeod III, 4 receptions, 65 yards, 16.3 average, and 1 touchdown. And also, you had the San Francisco 49ers debut of Christian McCaffrey, who had 8 carries, 38 yards, 4.8 average, and no touchdowns. When it comes to receiving, he had 2 receptions, 24 yards, 12.0 average, no touchdowns, 13 long, and 2 targets. So McCaffrey, I think he is going to be well adjusted. I think he's going to be a new piece of this San Francisco 49ers offense. I think first week a little shaky, but I think next week he could come back. And become more adjusted to this new offense that we are seeing. And yeah, George Kittle scored a touchdown on National Tight Ends Day. So that's actually pretty cool. And there's an interesting fact to impress your friends with. And plus, that defense got absolutely exposed. And Mahomes just threw that San Francisco defense and averaged 10.2 yards per play with starters in, and the pass rush was basically non-existent. So this game, the defense just really did not step up against Mahomes. And also they were getting constantly penalized. They commit 10 penalties for 80 yards, and most of them were procedural. And yeah, most of them were procedural. So that is not so. Yeah. So San Francisco just really, and their offensive line, they let Jimmy Garoppolo get sacked 5 times. So that was the game this week. Next week, the 49ers will be playing the 49ers next week will be in Los Angeles to take on the defending champion Los Angeles Rams of St. Louis. If you like what you see here, and why wouldn't you? Because this content is great. Go to www.thesportsinsanitynetwork.com. Check us out on all platforms. And until next time, I'm Bill Murphy from the Sports Insanity Network. Thank you for watching Murphy's View. Stay safe and take care.